Hi everyone! This video is going to be about the differences between transgender and transsexual, as well as related terms like transvestite, crossdresser, and drag queen and king. A lot of people use the terms transgender and transsexual interchangeably, including myself, so people know what I'm talking about, but technically there is a difference. Transgender is an umbrella term that includes people whose gender identity or gender expression does not match their assigned birth sex. This includes people who are transvestites, drag, and crossdress, as well as transsexuals. Transgender is not a sexual orientation. A transsexual is someone whose gender identity doesn't match their assigned sex, someone who was born in the wrong body, in a sense. Personally, I am a male to female transsexual. I was born a male but identify as a female and needed to transition so my body was congruent with my mind. I can call myself a male to female transsexual, a male to female transgender person, a trans woman, whatever I wish. There shouldn't be any labels on how you choose to identify. I see myself as a female, but I am trans and cannot change that, so I'm a trans female. The term transsexual is often seen negatively due to stigma. Many times people refer to the term with sexual connotations like a sexual fetish. This is why many transsexuals do not like the term and prefer trans man, trans woman, or transgender. But regardless, using any is correct since transsexual falls under the transgender umbrella. But also, don't let labels define who you are. Now, let's discuss what the other terms are. Transvestites and drag queens and kings are people who cross-dress as the opposite gender. A drag queen would be a male who cross-dresses as a female. A drag king would be a female who cross-dresses as a male. They could be straight, gay, bi, or any other sexual orientation. Generally, these people will not transition and live full-time as the gender they are cross-dressing as. That is the difference between comparing transvestites, drag, and cross-dressers to transsexuals. Transsexuals are those that need to transition and could take hormones and have surgeries to accomplish this. They generally seek to live full-time. Transvestites, drag, and crossdressers will not want to live full-time and transition, but they may get some surgeries or even take hormones to accomplish what they are going for. Many times these people cross-dress for an event or performance such as a drag show, or it could just be going out somewhere or staying at home. Depending on the individual, they can get sexually aroused by cross-dressing. On the topic of sexual arousal, from personal experience, the first time I started wearing female clothing, and especially underwear, it really turned me on. And seeing myself with the clothing on was very exciting for me, not just sexually, mainly because things finally felt right to me. It was after about a week or so that the arousal part of it subsided, and now it doesn't happen at all. Regarding terms for transgender individuals that I find offensive, ones that I've been called are tranny, she-male, he-she, ladyboy. All those are just offensive terms, among many others, I'm sure. Also, using terms like transgendered or transgenders, like that person is transgendered, or they are transgenders, or that person is a transgender. No, that doesn't really fit. It should be a transgender person or transgender people. Alternatively, if they are a transsexual, they could be called a transsexual. That I don't really feel needs to have person after it, like that person is a transsexual. That is fine in my eyes. But in the end, these are just terms, and you shouldn't put labels on yourself. Be yourself and express yourself however you wish, and ignore all the people telling you it's wrong or that you are mentally ill, that They don't know anything about what it's like for transgender individuals, the struggle of not fitting in and transitioning. Plus, all the discrimination against such individuals is still quite harsh. All of that is why many of those that are trans are scared of coming out and being their true self. But eventually, society will accept everyone for who they are and what they choose to do with their life. And looking back many years ago, a lot of progress has been made, but there is still more that needs to be done for people to accept those that are trans. There is no reason to feel shamed if you are trans. You just need to learn to accept and love yourself, which can be one of the most difficult things to do, but it's not impossible. By looking at yourself objectively and realizing that you are not crazy or a weirdo, and discovering that there are others out there that have been through similar situations as you, then it makes you feel less alone and more comfortable with yourself. So I hope this video was informative. Thanks for watching.